Most people lose the day before it even starts. They wake up, unlock their phone out of reflex, and within seconds their brain is drowning in other people's success. Someone richer, someone fitter, someone claiming they made $1 million in their sleep. And just like that, your sense of direction collapses. That's the modern trap. Too much input, almost no self-direction. But the people who actually rebuild their lives don't do it through hype or complicated routines. They do it through simple, boring, predictable foundations that feel almost invisible from the outside, but change everything on the inside. Your new morning doesn't start with chaos or scrambling. It starts with intention. The first thing you do is drink water, not because it's exciting, but because it's the opposite of chaos. A glass of water is the first quiet signal to your brain. Today, I'm the one steering. Then you make your bed. It's small. It's boring. It's almost laughably easy. But it gives your brain proof that you can complete something from start to finish. That tiny, boring act becomes the domino that knocks everything else into place. And you begin to understand that improvement isn't about stacking dramatic habits. It's about stabilizing the basics you've been ignoring. By midday, your old self would have collapsed mentally. You'd eat lunch and immediately feel like your brain unplugged from reality. Before, your afternoons were a fog of fatigue and scrolling. Now you reset with the simplest tool possible. A 10-minute walk, no headphones, no podcast, no multitasking, just movement. That short walk brings your blood sugar down, clears the noise in your mind, and gives your day a second wind. It's not a productivity hack, it's maintenance. And long-term success is built on maintenance, not motivation. Your nights stop being a digital rave filled with dopamine and overstimulation. Instead of staring into a glowing screen until your brain feels electrocuted, you read a real book. Paper. Silence. A slower rhythm. Your nervous system recognizes the shift. It's like telling your brain you can relax now. And slowly, sleep stops being a battle and becomes a natural rhythm again. It's so simple that it almost feels unfair. And then something subtle happens. Your habits begin working together. Drinking water makes you feel better, which makes you eat better, which gives you more energy, which makes you sleep better, which makes you think better. Small behaviors form a quiet chain reaction, each one nudging the next. And while none of these habits look impressive on their own, together they become the engine behind your transformation. People around you start to notice something different. They can't explain it, but they feel it. That's the power of stacking boring habits. They make you unrecognizable before they make you impressive. Eventually, you realize discipline isn't punishment. It isn't about pushing harder or grinding longer. Real discipline is peace, the ability to stop negotiating with yourself. You go to bed at the same time because chaos is expensive. You repeat the same breakfast because decision fatigue drains energy. You keep your routines simple because excitement burns out fast, but rhythm lasts forever. For the first time in your life, stability doesn't feel restrictive, it feels like freedom. Then comes the financial part, where you finally confront your spending instead of avoiding it. Tracking your money isn't about being stingy, it's about being honest. Every dollar becomes a mirror. You see your impulses, your emotional spending, your boredom purchases, your little escapes. And when you face them long enough, guilt fades and clarity appears. Your money starts matching your values instead of your impulses. Tracking money becomes tracking your behavior. Tracking your behavior becomes tracking your mindset. You begin to notice not just where you waste money, but where you waste time, energy, and attention. This single habit reshapes the entire architecture of your life. Eating changes too. You stop pretending you're broke while ordering $18 salads. Clean eating becomes simple, affordable, almost minimalist. Rice, beans, potatoes, eggs, frozen veggies, basic foods that fuel you without draining you. Every home-cooked meal becomes a vote for your future self, not your mood in the moment. Your environment also evolves. A 10-minute nightly reset becomes your psychological armor. Not a deep clean, not perfection, just a quick tidy that calms your brain. A messy room screams at your mind constantly. A clean space whispers, "You're in control." And control changes everything. Then comes the hardest part, your social circle. The invitations, the guilt trips, the "bro, you're no fun anymore." You start saying no, not because you're boring, but because you finally defined what winning looks like. The same nights you skip become the same mornings you win. Some people will drift away. Some will judge you. But months later, those same people will ask how you changed so much. Saying no isn't rejection, it's redirection. And at the end of everything, you discover the heart of this transformation. The real habit behind all habits, keeping promises to yourself. That's all boring habits really are. A system for rebuilding self-trust. When you become someone your own mind can rely on, results stop being something you chase and become something you naturally attract. No one applauds when you drink water. No one claps when you make your bed. No one cheers when you take the walk, close the screen, tidy the room, or read the page. But those silent victories build the architecture of an extraordinary life. Boring isn't the opposite of exciting. Boring is the foundation of unstoppable. So start your boring era. Drink the water. Make the bed. Take the walk. Read the page. Stack repetition until it becomes identity. Because when you finally become someone you trust, the entire world begins to respond. And before you go, if you want to improve the way people see you, your confidence, your presence, and the silent signals you give through your body, watch the previous video, 5 body language mistakes that destroy your respect instantly. It connects perfectly with what you're building here.